What's up today, my people? Thank y'all for checking out another video. I really appreciate it. All right, listen, a couple of days ago, I put up a post asking you to send your questions. Hold on, let me turn on the air right quick, man. It's getting hot up in here. Sorry about that, man. Anyway, let's get back to the topic. All right, a couple of days ago, listen, I asked a question, and I asked, if anybody had any type of questions they want to answer. Guess what? I told you, shoot them in on the video. Shoot them in on Instagram under that picture, and a lot of you did, and I appreciate it. So listen, I'm going down the list. I really appreciate that. All right. Now, first of all, this guy right here that commented, man, I want to give you a round of applause, man. Let me clap it up for you, man, because I appreciate people, especially guys, man, that humble themselves and ask a question, because you see, that's me. I'm just like you. If I encounter somebody who may know something, I'll ask them a question. No shame in it. It don't matter how many people around. It don't matter what this person say. I don't care. I'm gonna ask a question. I have a question, right? Whenever I cut this camera off in about 4 or 5 minutes, and I go to the gym to work out, guess what? In my ears, guess what I got? I got sermons playing. I got audiobooks playing, because I love to grow. I love to learn. I just love doing it. So when I see somebody's asking a question, guess what? I'm gonna make a video. All right? So I want to say I appreciate you, man. And listen, the people who are too scared to comment, because let me be honest with you, a lot of people, they'll say, well, I ain't about to write my comment up there. Nobody about to see what I'm going through. Ain't nobody about to. But you humbled yourself and asked the question, so that's what's up. And you took one for the team. Everybody else who watched the video, they about to benefit because of you. You know what I'm saying? We all benefit from each other, but somebody got to be that guinea pig. All right? So we appreciate you, all right? Thank you, man. The question is, should I be worried if the girl I just met slept with a lot of people before me? Should I be worried if the girl I just now met slept with a lot of people before me? First of all, let me say this. We can't really judge a woman based on how many people that she slept with, because we don't know what she dealt with. Meaning that a lot of women will do that just for acceptance. They may look in the mirror, and to you it may be a beautiful face, but to them it's like, the dude I'm talking to, he say my nose too big. He say my ears look big. So guess what? In other words, some guys will use that against them to make the woman feel like she's nothing. And then guess what? All the woman has to give is just, well, I guess if I have sex with him, I'll be something. Maybe I could be his girlfriend if I do this to him. Maybe I do this if I do, man, I'm getting some food stamps in. Maybe if I give him half of it, he'll feel like I'm his. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm telling you, it's a lot of snakes out there that damage these women. So literally, let me be completely honest with you, man. Literally, some women have to go through a lot of these dudes in order to appreciate a good guy. Because let's be honest, in you watching this video, if you ask this question, I'm pretty sure you're a good person, because the way you ask that question, that let me know you on the right track, or at least you trying to go on the right track. All right? So listen, they will meet somebody like you and not even know what to do with you. All right? They won't even know what to do with you. What in the world? She's used to all this all this arguing and fighting, and she has sex with him every day, this and that, and then they get somebody like you that's grounded. They're standing there with their arms folded, talking calmly, pursuing the Lord, talking about the Bible, talking about life goals, talking about that. They like, what? Man, this guy's boring. I'm being honest with you, man. Some women, they love confusion. I'm telling you the truth, man. So you need to humble yourself and take a few steps back. Because see, you cannot properly relate to what I'm telling you if you don't take a few steps back. And what do I mean by this? If you sitting on your couch with that girl with your arm around talking about something, yeah, this me and my boo, we watching a movie, and she tickling you on your ear and you feeling good or whatever, you ain't trying to hear what I'm saying right now. You will look at me like, man, that dude a hater. He hating on what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But understand this. If you take a few steps back, you can see it for what it is. Meaning that a lot of times we cannot see the forest because of the trees. All right? If you're in the middle of a forest and you right in the middle of a tree, you can't see on the side of that tree. You can't see on this side. You can't see behind it. You can't see if they got a bird right here. You can't see nothing. But if you go up in a helicopter view, guess what? You can see everything for what it is. So what I'm inviting you to do I'm not telling you to throw a number away right now and say, nah, I'm just telling you mentally take a few steps back and really think about this. All right? Really see it for what it is, because you see, like I say, some women have to go through a lot of women to learn some women have to go through a lot of men to learn their lesson. And once they get through a certain number of them, then it clicks in, you know what? I need God, because ain't none of these do that. Bam. That's when she starts growing. But guess what? By the time she gets there, you probably been and found somebody else. All right? Because of your obedience and your humbleness, what you're seeking, God been and paired you up with somebody else, if it's in God's will. You understand what I'm saying? So listen, she may be on that train. You know what I'm saying? Going around. She may not be through developing yet. Sometimes she may not even know what to do with you. Some women are not ready for a godly man. Let's just be real here. All right? And don't waste your whole life trying to fix her. That ain't your job to sit there and try to fix this woman every single day. Now, by all means, none of us are perfect. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all work on each other. Nobody's going to be perfect. But if she's coming at you with all these bad habits and these lifestyles, and she's sleeping with this person while she's dating you, man, you need to chop that stuff off, man. Chop that off, man. Let her know what's going on. Chop it off. You know what I'm saying? Go in the bathroom, take you a selfie in the mirror, post it on Instagram, fold your arms, and go take you a nap and wake up and you a new person. All right? You got to see what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? Somebody having sex with all these person, man, you better watch out. They might get you. I'm telling you, to some women, you just another dude on their hit list. A lot of times the women will want to do something with you just so they can say they got you. Or they can say, oh, okay, that's a godly man right there. He's supposed to be all this. I bet you I could get him. I bet you I could get him. But I'm telling you, man, they got snakes out there. You know, the devil can work through some people, but you have to humble yourself, take a few steps back, because if you up here getting your ear tickled, you can't hear nothing I'm saying. You can't hear, you ain't accepting no kind of advice. So I'm telling you the truth. Take a few steps back, realize what's going on, and see where a lot of people mess up at is if they meet somebody like that, they may go out to eat, you know what I'm saying? And the woman will end up running game on the man, meaning that the man will sit there and tell the woman what he likes in a person. Well, yeah, I like women that, you know, that play tennis, you know, do this over there. And it's her turn to talk. Guess what she gonna say? Well, I love to play tennis on the weekends. I love to eat Starburst. And you like, oh, that's my favorite flavor too. Guess what? Guess what you just not did? You literally gave her the recipe to come back and you know what I'm saying? You showed her your hand. All right? You showed her your hand. Instead of asking open-ended questions, having an intellectual conversation, and let her speak for herself and reveal herself early. All right? If you ask open-ended questions, guess what? That person will reveal themselves to you and show themselves, and then you can look at it and see if it's too much to deal with or not. But as long as you sitting there saying, I like women that drink their coffee with 1 sugar. I like women who text with their left hand. I don't like women that text with their right hand. All right? I like women that text with their left hand. Guess what? She gonna come back and say, well, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I moved down here from New York. I carry 1 sugar in my pocket for coffee at all times. You know, I only like 1 sugar now. And you're going to be listening like, yeah, that's her, man. That's who I'm meant to be with. She got that 1 sugar. But guess what? You just defeated yourself. You gave the enemy the recipe, because this person could be the enemy. All right? But most importantly, what you want to do in this situation is take a few steps back, like I said. See it for what it is. Pray. Ask the Lord for discernment. All right? Ask the Lord to shut them feelings off if that's not the person for you, and he will. Pray about it. Get on your knees and pray. Ask the Lord to chop them feelings off if that's not the person. Because let me tell you something. God is a jealous God. You will have no gods before him. Meaning that a lot of times people can meet somebody and they make that person their counterfeit God. They get so involved in worship and that they don't forget about God. God wants your heart. If you give God your heart, guess what? God is going to bring the person to you that you're supposed to be with. But if you're forgetting God and you running out here, man, you better watch out, because you're going to run straight into the devil. I'm telling you. Humble yourself, man. It ain't a race. It ain't a race. When you put a ring on somebody's finger, that's the person you're going to be with for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? If you got 5 guys right here, or 6 guys, you know, or 6 women. A lot mentally, a lot of them, they competing. Well, I wonder who gonna get married first. Oh, she got married. I'm gonna be next. I'm gonna be next. But what you don't understand is it ain't a race. It ain't no race. Some groups of people are running each other off the cliff because they trying to compete with each other, and all of them end up with the wrong person and be divorced in 3 years. All right? I'm just being real, man. Humble yourself. Let God show you. Practice your discernment. And take a few steps back and see it for what it is. I love you. I appreciate your question. Subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? If you want to see more videos, share the video. Click that share button. Somebody out there needs this. I love you.